Hey traders, I hope you all having a wonderful weekend. So, not a bad week for trading, unlike the last week was not really good, but this week we got some nice trade in a priority group, and if you're learning the entry patterns, we got a lot of opportunities in the currency pairs, even in the commodity market, with the same exact patterns you learn in the priority group. I hope you're getting value out of it. So in today's video, I will do analysis of natural gas, gold, crude oil, silver, and copper. But as always, on weekends, I want to talk about some trades we have taken this week and the way we enter the trades using all the conditions I teach you in the priority group and on my YouTube channel, the value of marking these zones accurately. And also, I'm going to talk about how to manage your position if you enter aggressively, and then you also got another entry pattern that is a less aggressive way, which I call a double top pattern. So I'm going to talk all about that, but if you want to skip this part of the video, I'll put the timestamp right up there so you can skip directly to the analysis part of this video. But if you want to listen to this part of the video, trust me, it's going to be really beneficial for you as you are going to learn something out of it. So let's start with this trade. So this was the first trade I've sent in my priority group as a trade alert, and with that, I've also sent this zone to my members that once the market hit this zone and once we get one of the entry reason you learn, we will take short trade, and that happens here exactly what we were expecting. Now, if you have noticed here, I've opened two positions as it is not really easy to teach everything in a single trade alert. That is why I have my course coming up so that you have a complete trading plan as once you see these conditions in the market, and there are so many other conditions in the market which I use for my trading. So now let's start with this trade. As you can see, we entered here just nice engulfing pattern. Now if you follow me on YouTube, you know I look for the engulfing patterns like this, but in my priority group I also teach my members that we are not just going to look at this pattern anywhere in the market. Of course, we need to look at the zones. We need to see if this is a major or minor zone. We also need to see the other factors along with this pattern to make a valid entry and to make it a strong signal to take over short or long trade. So you learn all that in the group, and it is not a signal group, guys. It is just for educational purposes. Now what do we have here? We had this nice engulfing pattern. We entered here, and as you can see, market pushed back up. So if you follow me, we got a nice double top pattern. In that case, what I do, as you can see, I've placed another trade right here, and according to the ATR of this trade, I've entered my position and I opened two positions. It's still running, but one of my position is closed. This one, my take profit has been hit, and this position is still running. I've already moved my stop loss to break even. So now this money is in my bank already. Now, if the market push back up, hit the entry point, in that case, I still have this money in my account and I will be out at break even on this trade. So if you enter the trade using the first condition and then with that you also get a double top pattern, in that case you can open one more trade and you can take your profit with one trade and then move your stop loss and let the other trade run. So this is how you can manage your position if you get two entry condition. Now I have a rule that tells me when to enter aggressively or when to enter in a less aggressive way, which is a double top, and that you will also learn in the course. So this was a trade I just want to show you. If you see this condition next time, then you know how to open another trade and how to manage your position. Now again, I got this question asked a lot: if you send natural gas signals there. Well, this group is mainly for forex, but this week I've sent one natural gas trade alert, and that happens to be a winning trade. It's mainly for forex, but when I see a really good condition, then I do send it, like yesterday, which I'm going to show you momentarily, but it is mainly for forex. So right here, this was one of the trade we had taken in the priority group, and that was a winning trade. That was one of my pullback strategy I teach. All you need to see, you need to look for an entry reason, you need to look for the confluences, and then you enter your trade. If you notice this trade, this entry pattern right here, and if you trade commodities, or let's take an example of natural gas, the trade we have taken this week. What do you have? You had the same entry pattern here. So doesn't matter if you are trading natural gas, doesn't matter if you are trading gold, doesn't matter if you're trading crypto, stock market, anything. My strategy work with all financial markets. So this is the pullback trade we have taken. See this entry pattern right here. Right here with copper, exact same entry pattern. Let me show you another trade here with corn. This is also one of the commodity here. Exact entry pattern. If we learn entering the trade with conditions, with rule, with discipline, then trust me, guys, there are many opportunities in the market. Just stick with your rules, stick with the condition, stick with the discipline, take your trades with the condition, enter and exit in time. So that is what I want to show you in this first section of the video, guys. If you want to join priority group, the link is in the description. You can join. It is not a signal group. All you will learn there, you will learn the entry patterns, and you will also receive these major zones every week. Once the market hit these major zones, then you enter the trade using the entry pattern I send you as a trade alert, so that the chances of taking wrong decision will decrease dramatically. So now let's quickly jump onto our analysis with natural gas first. Right here, what do we have? Let's talk about this trade first. And let me show you what I've said in my last video so that I can show you the way we enter the trade, the exact move we got here with this entry pattern. Let me quickly show you that. And if you look back on 1 hour time frame, so looking at that, we can still get one green candle and then a red candle. And again, the target will be 1 ATR. If you're entering on 1 hour time frame, the ATR will be lower and the targets will be lower as well. Okay, great. So, as mentioned in my last video, I have clearly said if you get an engulfing candle on 1 hour or 4 hour time frame, then we can enter the trade using 1 ATR target. As you can see, the ATR of this candle is 14 and the target is 14 pips target has been hit with this trade. Now, with that, I've also sent these two targets to my priority members, as you can see on the screens, explaining everything what to look at, when you should take your profit with the first target, and when you should take your profit with the second target, when you should take your stop loss, explaining everything. Now, it's after a while I've sent the natural gas trade alert. I normally send forex trade alert, but when I see a really good condition, I also send commodity trade alerts. And as you can see, we hit our target with the first trade and with second trade as well. Now, what to expect here? As you can see, we already marked the rejection zone here on the first top. Now, if we have a push up, just keep an eye here. The first top is from 9.018, goes up to 9.069. If the market keeps on pushing up, it will come into this rejection area right here. In that case, we will have a clear double top on 1 hour time frame. Once you have a double top here, again, I will look for pin bars or engulfers. Any of the entry condition we get here, we will enter our trades using 1 ATR, or we can use 1.5 or 2 ATRs from here. Now, this is the condition you can look for on 1 hour time frame. We already have our take profit hit here. We don't have to be greedy. I hope you are not greedy, and I hope you have exit your trades here. And if you look back on 4 hour time frame, let's check here on currency.com. We got a nice condition here. At this point, you already should have these zones on your charts. If you have not marked it yet, you can go back and check my last video. There you can find out the zones. Now, as you can see, market pushed up, came back down, pulled back, and we are getting, this is a minor double top. Now, at this point, it is not a very strong sell signal, but it is a sell signal. Yes, we can expect a push down from here as well. But sometime what happens is, if we do not have a strong signal, we can still get this move, a pullback, and then we can get a pullback up again. With that, we can get a nice double top on 4 hour time frame. But just with this pullback, we can expect our target to hit. Now, if you see the ATR of this candle is 18, let's say you have placed a trade here. So right here, if you enter here, this will be your target to exit your trade. Now with that, once you exit your trade, after hitting your target, yes, you can get another move up. This could be a little scalp for you, as I'm seeing a bearish pressure here as yet. Now, have your rejection zones here. This is the rejection zone now. Now on Monday, if the market pushed up, break above this rejection zone, again we can still see a nice bearish engulfing candle within this zone at the top of this resistance level, or we can get a double top. Let me show you what happens here. You see here, that happens here. Market pushed up in this zone. With that, market came back down, and then we got a nice bearish engulfing candle. So you can expect that as well. If you see here, if you look back, similar thing happened here. We had a nice pattern here, right here. I'm not going to buy in this zone. This zone is my selling zone. It's a major area of value. It's a supply zone. At this point, you can either enter here. You can have a tight stop loss above the rejection zone. Take your 180 target, and then if you again get a push down, push up and you get a double top in this zone, that would be a really good sell entry. So now you have a conditions on 1 hour and 4 hour time frame to look for your entries. We also have an RSI overbought. That is also a good confluence. Let me show you right here. So now on Monday, what I'm expecting, if market won't open in gap, let's say we get some ranging moves from natural gas, and let's say we had a green candle, then we had a red candle. With that, we have this move. Along with that, we will have a divergence. That is a very strong sell signal. So now you have everything to look at. If you're confused, you can DM me on Instagram or you can rewatch this section. Let's jump on to crude oil. Okay, right here, what do we have? Crude oil has now pushed up, came back down. It is still in the support area. It has not broken below yet. So at this point, yes, we can expect a push down in between this area. And then we might see a good engulfing candle. If we have that move, then we can take long trades. But if you would have entered aggressively something like this, the way I explained in my previous video, that would be a stop loss already. That is why I don't trade crude oil aggressively. It is not one of my favorite commodity to trade. I only enter crude oil trades once we are in the major zones with a good reason to enter. So now it is in a buying zone. I will not sell at this point. All we need to look for engulfing candle for a buying reason, or I want to see few red candles to take sell trades in this zone because we are below 50 EMA at this point. So I want to see few red candles to make sure that the market is heading down. So not trading crude oil at this point. We do not have any clear signal. Now let's check gold. Awesome. What do we have here? Let me quickly show you what I've said in my last video. Still get a retest of 50 EMA, so don't get panicked. And once you get a retest of 50 EMA, I expect another push up. Once we have a push up, we can have this pattern that can become a double top pattern, a very strong pattern to take sell trades. So, okay, great. So now as you can see, and I'm expecting a push up again. If we have a push up, something like this, then we can expect a nice engulfing candle here to take sell trades. Now, as you can see, this zone 1805.40 goes up to 1811. This is a zone, it is a minor zone that can be broken easily. Again, that's not a major area of value. The market push up and then we get a very good engulfing candle, then we can take our targets using ATR. So have these zones on your charts. Look for one of the entry reason I teach you in the group and I teach you in my YouTube videos, which is engulfing candles, which is a pin bar or a 382 candle. Let's check copper. Okay, right here, what do we have? Let me quickly show you what I've said in my last video so that you can understand the way we wait for the good conditions. This is a zone from where I want to see a good engulfing candle or a double bottom pattern to take short trade. That this is the major zone I'm paying attention to take my sell trade. Before that, we can still expect a pullbacks and market will likely to push up until we hit this zone. Okay, great. So as we were waiting for the market to hit our area of value, hit our major zone, and as you can see, market did reacted from this zone and we had some pullback. Now, at this point, I would wait for a less aggressive way to enter this commodity. I want to see a pullback, and in that case, I will prepare myself by marking my rejection zone right here. So I have my rejection zone. Once the market approaches my rejection zone, I want to see a nice bearish reason to enter engulfers, pin bars, or trade to candle to take my sell trade. It is now in the selling area, and if we have a pullback, I will look for my sell opportunities either on 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. Let's quickly check silver. Okay, awesome. What do we have now? If you remember my last video, I won't be looking for double tops because we have a breach of this zone. Yes, we might see a pullback in this zone before the silver can push up from here. So not selling at this point. I've clearly said that we had a breach of the top and I'm not taking sell trades. And as you can see, the market push back down. What do you see here? Nice reason to enter buy trades. Of course, yes, if you have seen that, then that would be a winning trade for you easily. And as you can see, the market broken above this zone now. Now at this point, once this candle is closed, it is closed now. I want to see another green candle above that closed above this first green candle. With that, I want to see some pullback. Either we can see a retest of this zone, which is 20.4704 goes up to 20.64309. With that, I want to see another good reason to buy with an engulfing candle pin bars. With that, I will take one ATR targets and then we will look further up the next level of resistance. We do have a minor resistance right here, which I'm gonna mention in my next video, but we do have a very big major zone above 21.768, goes up to 22.1036. This is a zone from where I want to see enter aggressively, as this is a major zone to take my trades from. But before that, we do have some zones which I'm going to mention in my upcoming video. So that is all for commodity market, guys. If you have made it to the end, please do not forget to hit a like button for me, and if you're new to this channel, then hit a subscribe button and join Money Markets family so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. I hope you trade green rest of the week. I hope you have a lovely weekend ahead. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.